नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्री श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायण इति नाम्ने श्रीकृष्णलीला कथानि सुधाक्षमौदार्य माधुर्य गुणैश्च युक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषं महान्तं नारायणं तं शिरसा नमामि। दाण्डीनां भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादान्यवधैक धन्यलीलां तसारसारं नारायणं तं सततं प्रपश्ये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। दंडवत प्रणाम। कमलम गुरुपाद पद्म भक्ति वेदांत नारायण संपादकम दंडवत पवन गुरु वर्ग नाम निष्ठ संतान दंडवत। All present past future Vaishnava तावत् दंडवत प्रणाम। वंशा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Can you hear me okay? Yeah,
Yes, Gurudev.
okay. Now 26, right? Today is 26. Isn't it? Bhakti Jivan Janardhan Goswami Maharaj disappearance day. Now on 29th is Udan Shashti Jagannath. So Bhakti Swarup Damodar Goswami Maharaj Avirbhava. Then 4th December is Ekadasi, Mokshada Ekadasi. And some places is Trisparsha Mahadvadasi. But fasting is same, 4th. That is Sunday. So we will be meeting one more time, Saturday. So we'll talk about that at that time. Bhakti Jivan Janardhan Maharaj, amazing person. Our Gurudev, very fond of him, very powerful Vaishnava, very simple. He established one Gaudiya Math near in Bengal, near Kharagpur. There is IIT, Kharagpur, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, there. Now he used to say Radhe Radhe all the time. Saying Radhe Radhe, he left this world. And he used to, whenever he used to go to Vrindavan, Parikram, he used to roll down. Gurudev remembers, exalted Vaishnava. And he was, maybe pray at his lotus feet. For their mercy. Now, the one question comes, why we should remember these great Vaishnavas appearance day or disappearance day. No? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was instructed by who? Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. You know Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj? Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Diksha Guru. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He's the one, he was almost 120 plus. He was being carried on a basket, right? And he could not open his eyes, but someone he has to open like this. Very exalted Vaishnava. He was very well known in Vrindavan, Navadvip, and Jagannath Puri also. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur brought him to certify or without any doubt that this is the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He brought him. And as soon as he touched that part, he started jumping up and, 5-7 foot into the sky. So happy. So he certified. So that personality requested. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was very exalted. In astrology, there was no one to beat him. One time during his time, there was a, Vada, they say, between famous astrologers. And Bhakti Bharati, remember, he says, he defeated in such a way that he passed a stool in his clothes itself, So impressive. So such a person, powerful person, Bhakti Siddhanta. So Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj requested Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur to make a calendar, Vaishnava calendar, where all the appearance, disappearance day of all the Vaishnavas mentioned. Now, why is that? It's very, very important. Because like remember last time we saw the 4 types of unwanted things, right? Remember? Swarupa Brahma, ignorance about our own, our own form. We think something else, Lord's also. Sadhya sadhana, that Maya, these 4 things. And then asat trishna, with desiring unwanted things, right? We are thinking of heavenly enjoyments in this world, all the siddhi enjoyment and all, and then mukti also, these enjoyments. So we know these are all not worth it. Our body is leaking 9 places, 9 gates of leaking, right? And very horrible smell, very bad smell. And we think, wow, I'm good, I taste good. Or he tastes good, she tastes good. I cannot understand. So abominable. So we have to, so there is nothing auspicious about this, and how will be auspicious for others. Anyway, like that, you understand, you can go through. I think they are sent by the WhatsApp also. Now our position is like that, we are deplorable, our senses are not controlled. Tongue especially, okay? Tongue is very, very important. We have among all the senses, tongue is very important. Why? If you control your tongue, then you are controlling all other senses. If you don't control your tongue, then you cannot control any other senses. No. Why is that? Tongue, what is this thing? What it does is always want to talk. Nonsense. Right? But you talk about Krishna. Nothing else should come out, right? Then only the talking, right? They will be auspicious. Talking about this material mundane world, which is no good at all, you know. So then eating, it wants to eat. Oh, you know, how much to eat? More than, you know, like if you overeat. Generally, if you overeat, what happens? While you are eating, the tongue will say, don't eat. No, I like it. Tongue will say. So tongue says he likes it, then you start eating, right? Then what happens? Night you will not have a sleep. And then indigestion. Understand? All these problems. Going to the doctor. But if you are controlled in the beginning, this problem would not have happened. Overeating. Because tongue likes it at that time, right? Then, all right, eating, what happens? Then you will have pressure in the stomach problem. Because it has to be processed, it will be. See, when the sun is up, our digestion is up. When sun is down, digestion is also gone. Especially in India, you know, people eat late night, 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Wow. It's really, really, really bad. Then also, our people who understand, they also say, one time eating is yogi, twice bogi, sense enjoy, 3 times rogi, you will get disease, 4 times ethnology, meaning he has to be carried to the funeral place. If you 4 times, okay, you can understand this, you know. So then it will the stomach, right? Then it will put pressure on the genitals, excretion, urination, you know, uncontrolled thing, you know. So now what to do? How do we control this? Control the tongue. How do we glorify the Vaishnavas? Whom? Like this, Janardhan Maharaj today. Bhakti Jivan Janardhan. So if you glorify him, then they were expert, you know, they were control their sense. That's a Goswami. So because we remember them, they will empower us to have control over these senses. So that's why, you know, it is essential. They are like commanders. The commanders of Krishna, you know, they are helpers. Without their assistance, we cannot make progress. If we associate with one who have control over the tongue, then it becomes easy. If we associate with one who is always then you also become like that. You know, we become what we associate with. It's simple. If you are always with a person who is always smoking, then soon, with him, you are already smoking, right? You know, even though you are not smoking, non-smoking, you are already smoking. then very soon he will also start smoking. There is nothing, astonishing about this. Same way, So, satsanga and also sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha, by remembering these great Vaishnavas, they have. And Krishna also, many questions are there. Because of that we remember. This is very, very, like also Shastra says, unless you glorify Vaishnavas through our mouth, we cannot glorify Lord Krishna. Who can glorify Lord Krishna? One who always glorifies other Vaishnavas. Because Krishna will not be separate from Vaishnava. Right? We hear from the glories of Krishna from whom? Krishna is telling us, no, through this Guru, Sadhu, Vaishnava. So we are indebted to them. They have taken so much difficulty. Swami Maharaj, now you say Swami, but what age? He was very advanced when he left India. And he did not go by flight, boat, but, ship. So much vomiting, so much sickness. Now we might say, oh, he was pure devotee of the Lord. Why he became sick? Right? Why he became sick? Not that he became sick, but to show us, even though he became sick, he did not give up his goal. He was not disturbed. Understand? Rather, determination came up. No, my Guru has ordered, I should go, no matter what, even at the cost of my life, whatever it takes. The Guru has told you should go to West and preach. So difficulties will come. Imagine old age, no money. Imagine going to America without money. You can imagine how much faith he must have. Okay, Guru Parampara. Rakshitsati Vishwasa. He will take care of me. Imagine, yourself, coming to India, for example, without money, not knowing anybody here. You think you will venture into India? How difficult. But he was determined. No money, nobody to, and that too, what a venture. Why? Because Guru ordered. Why? Their people are suffering, but they think they are doing okay. So he made an operation to many of them who overcame. They all become, hippies to happies, right? Gurudev says. So, so if you remember, Swami Maharaj, you get how much strength you get. Wow. Determination, old age, so much difficulty. But Lord came all the time, showed him, and then he always, everything sent by Guru. So perseverance, right? He did not give up. So, not that because he is past life, this and no. Krishna sending him difficulties. Pandavas, he sent him, right? Lord Ram go through so much difficulties himself. So, but devotees will not get disturbed. Rather, their faith will increase. This is the difference. Difference between a devotee and other person is that our faith increases no matter what happens. So this is what we have to learn. Our faith should increase. Whether it is, what looks like positive or it looks like negative. This is the whole idea. So, that's why we remember great Vaishnavas, because it's a great, great, great benefit. You know, if we remember Vaishnavas and then render service to them, Krishna will be more pleased. You know, oh, I didn't get a chance to serve them, because they don't want any service. So if somebody does doing service, he'll be more pleased. It's like this. Suppose there is a one wealthy person. He has a son. If you do some help to that son, the wealthy person will be, his father will be very happy, is it not? More happier than doing directly to him. Yeah. So like that. You know? Krishna will be very clear. Now yesterday, or I mean Thursday, I remember there was a question about carrot, right? I don't know whether all of you agree, or I mean, there's no question of agreeing. This is what Shastra is saying, experience, and you know. Now, one thought came. That's why I wanted to share with you. Suppose one buys meat. I'm not saying that you. Just give an example, okay? You go to a supermarket. There'll be meat, right? They buy a meat. What the package? What it says? Looks clean, is it not? And then it says protein, carbohydrate, da, 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 da. Is it not? But looking at what it's telling you, does it say it's a product of violence? Does it say that? Animal felt very angry, disgusted, pain, you know, it was crying. All these things which will mention there, nothing. But when you buy it, don't you get all those things back? How the animal was suffering. It was crying. It was trying hard to protect. Still, it was forced to kill. You know, all that adrenaline, all this, these things will get in the everywhere. Do they mention that? If you eat this violent food, you also become violent. Will they mention that? You see what I'm saying? They don't mention it. But by our awakened intelligence, hearing the sadhu, or you hear this. Hey, there's more than the package. You understand? The history and all that. So same way, the onion, garlic, carrot, and stuff like that is also like, history. That's why as soon as you remember that, you become weak. You become, you lose your conscious, your sense of, higher senses, mercy of the Lord. So this is what happens. That's why, for example, can I ask her to put up if you are, I sent one graph of sentient beings, independent, dependent. You remember? Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah. Chaitanya Tattva, the ontology of sentient beings. Right. Thank you. Now, first we'll go through this, then I will explain this. Now, see Chaitanya Tattva, the ontology of sentient beings. Chaitanya, meaning consciousness, most supreme conscious, supreme Lord, right? Cheto, Chetananam. Among all these sentient beings, it is supreme. And this supreme being maintains all other sentient beings, So he is independent, the all-pervading Lord. Sentient beings of two kinds, right? The all-independent, all-pervading Lord, and the other one is dependent, the minute living entity, like us, who pervade the body. We are conscious of our body, right? We are not conscious of what is going on in some other's body, right? But Lord is aware of what is going on in everyone's body throughout the world, throughout the universes. He is aware of everything. How? That is achintya. We cannot understand, okay? He contains everything. That means he knows. When Mother Yashoda trying to look at his mouth, he showed herself and whole universe, everybody. To Arjuna, he showed everybody gushing into his mouth. So already there. So many incidences. The even set theory, and we can show that actually. The point contains how many points, like that. Mathematics also, to some extent, you can come to this. Must be true. Like the point, what is the dimension of the point? Can you, with your pen, pencil, put a point? No, you cannot. Zero dimension. But in our mind, we can think of. And that point actually contains all the circle, square, line. It can be proven, but not visible. But you can say it all came from him. So similarly, everything comes from him. He is Supreme Lord who is everywhere all the time. Sarvata Sarva. Sarva, all the form comes from him. Sarva is the Sarva Ashraya is the shelter of everybody. Sarva, Ada, Sarva Ashraya, Sarva Utpadaka, everything comes from him. Maintained by him. Inspiration, everything. Jnana, Jnana, Bandha, Moksha, Pada. Our knowledge, remembrance, ignorance, deliverance, are putting us into this material world. All depends on him. So that Supreme Lord has again two aspects. One is Narayana and so on, who are beyond touch of Maya. See, Maya, we understand that, right? External potency. Internal potency, external potency, marginal potency. The jivas come from the marginal potency, meaning either capable of being controlled by the internal potency or capable of controlling by the external potency, right? We are in between. So Narayana, who is beyond touch of Maya, he will not come in touch with Maya. But there is other aspect of the Supreme Lord, like in the form of Shiva, who accept the touch of Maya for Leela. Sake of Leela, he accepts it. Now, for creation, he does not come in touch with it. That is Narayana. In the form of Shiva, he comes in touch with it, Maya. But still, Lord Narayana, Krishna is worshipable. And on the dependent living entities, there are again two kinds. Not covered by ignorance and covered by ignorance. demigods, humans, birds, beasts, like that. Normally we are, right? Demigods are also covered by ignorance. Indra, covered by ignorance. But he has, of course, he loves Lord to some extent, Sakama Bhakta, meaning for his own maintaining his position, he wants to, pray for the Supreme Lord, not for pure devotion, but to maintain his position, Indra. So, now within, not covered by ignorance, there is again two kinds. Not invested with the Lord's Aishwarya Shakti, and that again two kinds. The Jnani who merges with Nirguna Brahman or Saguna Brahman. Nirguna Brahman meaning like Brahma Jyoti, like light. He has no form. Oh, I want to merge with him. Then the yogis are there. No, I want to merge with Paramatma. Both are deplorable. Okay, that means both are like they are losing their existence. Actually, that is not possible. That is not also not possible. It becomes like we have discussed this before. Like when doctor gives you back, like anesthesia. Either neither dead nor living. So like that, when you merge, this is what is happening. They will lose their identity. And what? You are living or dead. You are no service. So, but you are a conscious person. So you are losing consciousness. It's like committing suicide, right? But the other kind is the bhakta who relates the sweetness of name, form, qualities, pastimes of Bhagavan. Lord Allah. Yeah, we understand it. Now, invested with the Lord's Aishwarya Shakti, there's again two kinds. One with the Jnana Shakti, an aspect of Chid, transcendence. It says four Kumaras, Sanat, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, Sananta. So, they can go everywhere. The other one is Brahma, invested with the creative potency, an aspect of Maya, such as Lord Brahma. You can create, second creator. But it's still a jiva, okay? Brahma is still a not independent, dependent. Now, why we are talking this is because we are sadhakas, right? Now, where do we belong? We are belong here, right? The bhaktas who release the sweetness of the name, form, qualities, and such. If we are really here, that means we are free from ignorance. Remember, if you go up little, not covered by ignorance, right? We come here down. If we are covered by ignorance, we are humans, right? So what does it mean? Sometimes we are here, sometimes we are down here. Understand? Right? It's like sun is about to rise, right? Before sunrise, what happens is there is some light, right? Something. Now, light meaning some, like, what do you call that? Abbas, appearance of sunlight. Not yet. Sun has not risen yet, but is going to. But what happens by that? All the darkness is finished, right? Most of the darkness is finished. When the sun comes up, of course, there is no question. So like that, our position. Sometimes we are humans. Sometimes we are bhaktas. We are, back and forth. Because we are not stilly. Sometimes we are covered by ignorance, sometimes not, right? We are, not fully this. Of course, once you got initiated, once you come to know all this, you understand that no, I'm human, all right. Of course, you look like human before initiation, after also, you look human, right? But internally, what I'm saying is internally, our uh, our identification is changing, is it not? Gradually, I'm not identifying myself with the body. Oh, I'm American, Indian, South American, South African, black, blue, yellow, blue. No, male, female. No. Gradually, that thing is going away. But it is not completely yet. Sometimes it go back like that. So this is our situation. You know, it's like the baby is sleeping. Mother is there. Actually, baby is in the safe place, right? Right. Mother is watching, and baby started crying. It looks like it's going to fight or trying to run away, some bad dream or whatever, right? Now mother is watching. Wait a minute. Then what is she will do? He wakes up, baby. As soon as wakes up, the baby feels comfort because she's mother, recognizes, and then she is happy. Wow, that thing went away, right? So our situation like that. Sometimes we are, we are awake, and sometimes we are dreaming. Actually, awake is also some kind of dreaming. Okay, we will understand that later. So, this is also dreaming. Why? Because we are not this body. You understand this or not? Yeah. We think we are awakened, right? There is 4 stages, right? Awakening, then dreaming, deep sleep, and then Turiya. I don't know what you call Turiya. I mean, really transcendence. It's called 4th state, right? Turiya state. English, I don't know what they call it. So 4 stages, right? Now the so-called awakening is also some kind of like daydreaming. Even though you're walking and all that, but we are dreaming. We are thinking something else, something. Now, of course, dream we will come to later on because there's some questions like, right? What is dream? What is this? What is that? But we'll understand this. So, Turiya state, right? Like Arjuna was given the name as Gudakesha. Gudakesha meaning one was won over the sleep. Arjuna didn't need sleep. He was okay. No sleep. Now what about us? I'm talking common people, Suppose you don't want, if you don't drink water, how many days can survive? Few days. At least do Ekad Nirjal 1 day, 2 day. People do 2 days Nirjal, no problem. And by water alone, people live for 6 months, a year in India. Don't be afraid. Of course, without air, common person, 1 minute, 2 minutes will be gone. Right? What about without food? I mean, again, few days, even 6 months, year. I'm not trying that venture for it. What I'm saying is, you can understand. 1 month, some yogis never eat, and they are there in India even today. Okay, so Also, without yogis also can be without air also, But general common person I'm talking. So common person, what about sleep? How many days he can go without sleep? 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Suppose if you do on Ekadasi day, all night, Jagarana, right? No problem because you are thinking of the Lord, bhajan, kirtan. Actually, you get more energy next day. Try it out, you will see. But you do from a normal person, you go crazy, right? There will be more accidents. You drive without taking sleep. Oh boy, guarantee accident, right? You understand? Go to work, you'll be most inefficient person, is it not? So I'm talking normally, okay? So sleep is essential, more essential than anything we think of. We take it for granted. See, we get tired in the night time, right? We are morning when you woke up, you are very fresh. Wow, very active, very you will be doing your things right, your efficiency, peak efficiency. Then as the day goes down, night comes, you cannot concentrate, you'll be tired, and then you'll be forced to take sleep. Then you get up, you'll be fresh. Now the question is, what is happening during the sleeping time? Is somebody coming and giving you some injection or some food very giving you some, power? No, right? What is happening? Actually, Lord is taking us into His hands. That's why the stages are there. Deep sleep, dreaming, deep sleep, awakening, the so-called this time, dreaming, sleeping, and then Turiya stage. Turiya stage, people like Parikshit Maharaj, for Parikshit Maharaj, Sukdev Goswami. Sukdev Goswami he was actually in Turiya state all the time. He's transcendent, He was not even aware of whether male, female. Right? You remember? When he was walking by, some ladies were taking bath. They did not feel any embarrassment. You think a small baby was walking around, you think they will feel embarrassment? Like that. Because he was beyond male, female, transcendent. Maya was not touching him. That's why when Sukadeva Goswami, you remember his pastime? He was in his mother's womb. For how long? More than 9 months, more than 9 years. Right? Then Vedavyas was telling, he was talking, right? Why you are giving so much trouble to your mother? Why don't you come out? He said, no. Why not? I don't want to be touched by Maya. Then I'll give you protection. No, I don't believe you. I told him. Then whom do you trust? I trust Krishna. So Vedavyas, remember, Krishna came and then he said, please come out. I'll give you protection. Okay, then he came out. Immediately he was walking, not even looking at mother or father. Vedavyas walked away into the forest. And the Veda was trying to catch him. Please, oh my son, please come back. I've not done any Brahmanical initiation, all this, all the birth, purification and all that. Please come. He was beyond all that, Maya is not touching. Krishna gave him that. That's why he is not touched by Maya. And so he's in Turiya state all the time. Now, there are other persons like Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami. There were many. So for the common person, what happens is the dream is also, what is dream? In the dream also it is being shown by the Supreme Lord. He knows our past, present, from beginning to the end. So whatever is appropriate, he will show. What we see there are different aspects of Paramatma. One is in the eyes, right eye, right? He shows. What we see, actually, he has to show. Also is in the throat, understand? And he is showing the dream. So, he is showing everything. Otherwise, how you can see? Can you decide, oh, I'm going to dream this tonight? And you'll get the dream. You don't know what you will dream. But these are all things that has happened, when only God knows, right? Krishna knows. Sometimes some encounter this, that, He feels that it is appropriate, but again we forget it. See? Because the one thing you remember is that, yeah, I saw a dream. Details of the dream you might forget unless you write down immediately. You might forget it. But some vague thing may be there. Now, because of our Sukshma Deha, all the impressions are there, memory. Krishna knows all our memory. What is appropriate for this life, it brings it out. Sometimes. But sometimes what is going to show, like for example, appearance of see, these are all described in the some aspect in the Vedanta Sutra. Maybe next time we'll go detail. But if in your dream comes the king or a guru or a Vaishnava or a lion or a snake, right? Then they are telling what is coming next. In other words, whatever they say, it will happen. Come true. Because Lord, snake is Adishesha, Sheshanath. Lion is like Narsingadev, Guru. So this is a good thing, and they come and tell you like that. It is there. Deep sleep also. What is deep sleep? We are completely drowned. So Lord takes us into his lap, and he will. So we'll get deep rest, right? That's why deep sleep is actually essential. We completely rest. What does it mean? That means Lord is cleansing. See, suppose like this. Suppose your computer is there. You don't have a backup or virus protection, or even though you might have virus. What happens after a long time? Efficiency goes down. Is it not? Virus will come in, that, memory, all that. So you periodically clean up, right? Is it not? Especially like administrator will be there, especially in a company and all that. Sometimes he says, maintenance day, maintenance time, everybody is out. He'll give you notice, you have to be off. Then what he maintains? Database, cleaning up, updating, so that the system will be working properly next time and you allow users to use it. Same way, while morning till night we are using our system bad. We have really messed up our operating system. Okay. So much. Our efficiency is almost come to zero. Can no longer work. So what the Supreme Administrator, Lord, very kindly, you know, he is there. He puts us into like what he call nest. That's why when a deep sleeping person lift his hand, what happens? He has no control, right? Falls down, legs, no sense of, so then Lord cleanses up. While cleaning, suppose you feel like, oh, I want to get up and, there are some strange cases also in this medical exam, people sleeping, they get down, go up or down, and they drink water, come down and sleep. They may not be aware of it. And there's sleepwalkers. Have you heard this? You must have heard, right? Some people walk in sleep while sleeping. It is danger for them, danger for others also. Some kind of they identify it as some kind of disease. Okay, past diseases, all this. If they do ekadasi, I think they can get over with that. Huh? So those are special cases. Now, generally speaking, so Lord cleanses, every day. That's why when you wake up, you'll be fresh. On the day of Ekadasi, it is the opposite. Opposite meaning if you are awake, right, and chanting, you cannot be awake by mundane talking this and that. You'll fall asleep. But if you are chanting, if you are chanting, then it's a different situation. Your past, prarabdha karma will also get cleaned. If you are chanting on day of Ekadasi night, to the extent, it cleanses. So our that's why what I'm saying is I don't know I answered all these questions or not, but this very interesting. Now what I'm saying is in our ordinary human beings and then a bhakta. See, so we pray to these Mahabhagavas, Vaishnavas. Please give me strength, give me your mercy, so that I'll be devotee. I should not switch back and forth. You understand? Let have my these mundane dreams go away. You don't need it, or at least gradually, not even deep sleep, right? So susupti. So awake, even though we are awake, it is not really awake. Real awake is sushupti. Remember, turiya. Turiya is actually real awakening. Meaning what? You see as it is. You see Krishnas everywhere. You don't see the background. You see the front. You see the background. You don't see the front, foreground. You see what is behind. You see Krishna everywhere. He is behind everything. And you see Krishna also, pastimes. So you are really awake there. Turiya. Now, in between, we are jumping all these states. If we are of course, if we completely human, non-devotee, then we are doing like this. These dreams, this, sleeping, like that. But we are trying to become devotees, right? So we are not yet, because of our anarthas is there. That's why the stage of clearance. Remember? 5 stages. When about 25% anarthas, unwanted thing goes away. Ekadesha, Bahudesha, when 75% is gone, when only 2% is remaining, Atyantiki, then Purna, completely gone. Then when we enter spiritual world, then it is not possible, any aparadhas to come back. So we are in that state. And we are also in the beginning of Anartha Nivrutti, right? Our contaminants is still there. We are not pure. So in that state. So these dreams also are depending upon where we are, our thing, But the dreams also shown by him. It is not that we are not independent to choose what dream. He knows what is best. So don't get disturbed by it. Oh, we pray to Krishna. Enough of these dreams, enough of this daydreaming, enough of all these things. Please, show me, make me out, completely out of this. We pray, and then gradually, we will come out of this, right? So our misidentification, these anarthas. Now, regarding mind, I wanted to say something. One minute. What Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati has to say about the mind and why we have this problem. I should have sent it English version. Maybe next time I'll send you translation of that. Everybody can understand. Very interesting. What he says is, the question is whether you what the mind is trustworthy or not. Is it really trustworthy? Then the answer is no, it's not trustworthy. Because why? When it gets an opportunity, it will destroy everything. This pagal meaning he has gone crazy. This crazy mind, okay? Has crazy mind. What does crazy mind wants? It wants us to become servant of lust, anger, greed, and all these things. Because he has great taste in them. Mind, okay? Then now mind is engaged, is determined, engaged. All the living entities in this world to engage in the service of lust and anger and all that, or in the illusion, to engage into that. That is what is determination. Then this Bahirmukha mind, external, this mind, it always wants, it encourages, it you want to hate, Hari and Guru, Lord, Supreme Lord, and then Guru and Vaishnavas. They want, it brings out hatredness, right? It is always engaged in that. That's why instead of listening to the mind, you should listen to Sadhu, Guru, Shastra. You have to listen to Sadhu, Guru, and Shastra. Is what he said. Now analyze this. Is it true or not? No. Nature of mind is that. So this is why in the chart, remember, we are there, Manava. So when our awakened intelligence, the present intelligence is dominated by the mind. You understand? It's like a baby carried to the marketplace. Mother carrying the baby by his hand. Baby is looking at the thing. Mommy, I want this. 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 If mother gives in everything, what baby, then mother will be out of control, right? If mother says, you shut up, this is not good for you, this is good for you, then what the baby has to do? Because it can suggest to the mother, Mommy, I want this, I don't want this, I like this, I don't like this, right? It can do that. That's what mind is. Sankalpa, Vikalpa. It can make determination, sometimes giving it other. That's all it can do. But it cannot buying power. Understand? Mother has the buying power. If mind also has the buying power, then finished. Okay. We are all doomed. But mother is there, buying power. But she should have that intelligence. This is what we are talking about. Shreya and Priya. Next question. So, what is that? Okay. So next question is, you understand it. So, sankalpa vikalpa, making determination, breaking it. Oh, I like this, I don't like it. Mind, that's all. But if the mother comes under that control, then she is also lost, baby is lost, then boom, finished. So mother should know this Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Now who is the mother in our thing? Intelligence, right? Especially the awakened intelligence, right? Transcendent intelligence. Then, so this is where he is talking. Now, next question is, why? This is a question, okay? Why? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಬೇರೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಿ, ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ನಾನು ನೀ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಿ. Every day is late. See, every Saturday we go for prasad distribution city. So some vehicle problem. So now the next question is, we probably have this problem. Why everybody is not listening to the truth, the true story? Why not everybody is listening to the true story? Is the question, right? You go and preach, not everybody, maybe somebody not. Why is that? This is true, he says. Many people in this world, they don't accept, they don't understand the truth. Because why? The truth is not prayer. Truth is prayer, not Shreya. What is prayer and Shreya? Shreya is auspicious. The truth is auspicious. But it is not enjoyable. In other words, immediately, enjoyable. It doesn't looks tasty. Oh, let's enjoy movie or go this, break our regular, it looks tasty, but it is not auspicious. You understand? What in the beginning appears tasty, it will appear poison at the end. What appears poison now appears tasty, becomes very ambrosia. Right? You get it? So Shreya and Preya. So the truth is not Preya, Priya. It does not immediately our senses. It's very difficult. Oh, you have to give up eating on the day of Ekadasi. You see, because senses are used to always eating. But when you keep on telling them, you get so much benefit, this and that. So you understand Shreya and Priya, right? Which immediately senses, oh, I like this. Let's go for a party. Let's drink. Immediately, everybody will come. No, let's go for Harikatha. Very few, right? This is the thing. Because Harikatha is Shreya, brings auspiciousness. And then the going for a party is Priya, very immediate sense gratification, appeals to our senses immediately. So, that's why we have to spend, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is telling, we have to spend, millions of gallons of blood to bring all these people into this fold. Even then, there are very few people we are willing to listen to the truth. So why? Because they do not have proper samskara, the previous sukruti, you understand, good deed or previous, and also auspiciousness. They are not fortune, good fortune has to be there. So if they don't have good fortune and, not good previous, good deeds they have not done, then they will not be interested. Shreya and Priya. This both Shreya and Priya take shelter of the human being. But the intelligent person or good people, they come to the conclusion, who have awakened intelligence, that Shreya is the path for liberation. And for Shreya, the auspicious path releases us from this bondage. And then the prayer, immediate sense gratification, enjoying all this, binds us into this world. Only very auspicious, very fortunate person, he will give up this enjoying tendency, he will accept the auspicious path. One who is not discriminative power, very little intelligence, then what they do? They always pray they are always praying for the things that is not easily obtainable, and also for protecting the things that they have it. So Shastra is also telling people who are going to listen for the auspiciousness, there will be very few. Then even if there are 2 or 4, we should do that. And also, the people who are aware of this auspicious path, there are also very few people in this world. They are also very difficult to get it. Only if Lord has shows mercy, then it is possible to obtain that kind of instruction, auspicious instruction. So then we taking shelter of such an acharya, following him, listening to him, we can get benefit. And they are all very, very difficult to get. One who is not nirapeksha, meaning not expecting anything, not depending on anything. One who is not nirapeksha, one who is wants something or this and that, they will go to hell. So then so many lifetimes going up and down, suffering this way, that way. Then they will come to a point of listening to the auspicious, the truth. Because we have been beaten up enough time. Then now what is this? Same life, same, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitana, ahara, food, ahara, nidra, sleeping, food, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Engaging in this so many lifetimes. Enough. Then he might come to the auspicious. So that's why he says, without spending too much blood, what is it is not possible. Without spending too much blood, it is not possible to convince someone for the truth, Satya Katha. So that's why I'm saying Ekadasi, okay. Don't get fed up with me. Always Ekadasi. Now see, one thing about Ekadasi is you can convince them, at least on a material ground. Hey, look, this is a machine. It needs maintenance. Then at least on one day, 2 days a month, on certain particular day, be on fruit. It will be good for your body. Overindulgence, health, because people are conscious of health. Give it a try. Other days, it doesn't matter whether you eat eggs, fish, everything, okay, drinking, okay. But at least on this day, don't do all those things. Just be on fruits. Maybe, I think people will buy this. If you say, don't drink, always don't drink onion, garlic, eat, very difficult. But at least this point, I think it is easily assimilatable by them. So if you do that way, then what happens is they get sukruti, understanding. Following Ekadasi, unknowingly or knowingly, you get benefit. What? Wipes out all evil. Awakens. See, awakening intelligence comes up. Then is willing to, you'll have a discriminating power to listen to assimilate, to digest what you are talking. If you what you are giving to him, if he is not able to digest, then what happens? He is going to vomit, he's going to throw or, right? You understand? So you have to make him assimilate, digest what you are saying. Either you have to give that strength or you have to create, or something like that. Make him follow Ekadasi or donate your Ekadasi, and gradually they will. So it's in a family, right? You give her Ekadasi and Nam Japa, right? Nam, always chanting. And then praying to the Vaishnavas and the Guru, please make my family member this, or others like that, whatever, right? No, that way they will have Sukruti, right? Like I was always telling you, 2 bank accounts. One is a material bank account, one is a spiritual bank account. So spiritual bank account usually nothing, right? That's why when you don't have anything in the spiritual bank account, you are always prayer. You are looking for sense enjoyment, party, this, that, not caring for the future or what happens, what the consequences, understand? This animalistic. Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam, Maitri, these 4 things. Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Beyond that, no. Only when you have a spiritual account, then you start discriminating. Hey, wait a minute. No, I'm more than this. I had enough. So you start. Right? Then you start going for the auspicious path. As soon as you're ready, then Krishna make arrangement. Satsanga and all that, Shastra. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Maybe he might come you in a dream and also tell you. See, Krishna makes, you will meet such a guru, like that. He also makes arrangement. He knows what is best. So, like that. Now our time is up. I have to go. Maybe after we will meet next Thursday, I think, right? Today is Saturday. So if you have any questions, please forward. And I'm sorry I was a bit late because so many visitors come and so many things happening. And so thank you for bearing with me. I hope all of you forgive me for some.
No problem,
Like
Gurudev. Thank you for giving us your time always.
Thank you. Vacha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Oh. जय जय श्री गुरुदेव की जय, गुरु पाद पद्म की जय, गुरु वर्ग की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, श्री भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन महाराज की जय, भक्ति सिद्धार्थ सरस्वती ठाकुर की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, वेदांत सूत्र की जय, जय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरे हरि, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम राम, हरे